The world is observing World Humanitarian Day. The purpose is to raise awareness of the plight of civilians around the world who are caught up in conflicts, and also honor and raise support for the humanitarian workers who risk and sometimes lose their lives to help others. Agencies and individuals across Jamaica have worked to assist those around them. They have helped in cash and kind, and oftentimes through natural disasters and fires. Some of these individuals are recognized at the National Honors and Awards Ceremony held annually in October, of which another one is coming in just over a month. Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. I have an interesting show lined up just for you. Stay tuned.
Preparing for back to school can be a stressful task if not planned carefully. That's why it's important for you to make a list and deal with each task one at a time. Here are a few tips to consider when shopping for books. Before you buy any book, check with friends, neighbors, and family members for ones you can borrow. You should also check with schools, churches, and community groups that may have a recycle book program, or stores that sell second-hand books. After you have done all that, check the prices at various bookstores in order to get the best price. You could also buy books that will be used early in the school year first, if you can't buy all at once. Act now and avoid the last-minute rush.
Have you ever thought about fostering a child but not so sure about how you can do so? Well, today is your lucky day. Get your pen and paper ready as we take you through all you need to know about the foster care program in Jamaica.
So what is foster care all about? Foster care is a process that allows non-biological parents to provide children in state care with a stable environment which contributes to their overall development. How do you become a foster parent? You have to be a responsible adult in good legal standing between the ages of 25 and 65. Must have accommodation that the child can be comfortably housed, gainfully employed or have some source of income, willing to undergo medical examination, must have a police record, meaning you must provide a police record, not that you must have a record, and finally to agree to a home visit and assessments by the children's officers periodically as they supervise the child in placement.
And those are the basic steps you need to take to foster a child. I dare you to make a difference and foster a child who is in need of your helping hand today. For more information on foster parenting, visit any CPFSA office island-wide or call 876-948-284122.
It's been said many are experts in speaking, and this leaves little room for listening. In all our troubles, we all just need that one friend to listen to us, provide advice, and sometimes to save us from ourselves.
What we try to do is to organize women who can support each other, who can offer not just information, but sometimes it's tangible support that they need. Sometimes they need opportunities, they need connections. And what we try to do is to link local women with those globally. So we do have, this mentoring walk is taking place in more than 50 countries around the world, and we're a part of a global network. And it's helpful to tap into and leverage those global resources, those global folks, and the knowledge base that they have and the support systems that are available that women right here are able to access.
I make it a duty to be here this morning to just indulge in the fun and this experience and to learn something new. I'm sure I can take home something from today's activity. So I want to get the motivation because as females in the whole work industry and stuff, you don't get that much support that you should. So a group of females coming together to motivate each other and, you know, inspire each other. Yes, I'm going to take that home.
I came here just to share with women out of my experience, you know, the values that I have inherited through the programs that I've been a part of.
I have two young ladies with me, lovely ladies who actually need no mentoring, Camille and Alafia, and they are students at the Caribbean Maritime Institute. But we've just been talking generally about their academics, their career goals, and I'm trying to share some tips with them about what it's like out there in the real working world, but they're already really on the right track.
So in this walk, I was able to get mentor and help connections because I would like to become a pilot in the future, and it's not everyone knows the direction or path that is supposed to be taken. So I benefit a lot from this walk and I hope to gain more.
We can do it in so many ways, just in terms of supporting each other's businesses, understanding and knowing what we do, seeing where some of the shortfalls are in terms of, it's a man's world, that's the truth. So how can we open doors for each other? How can we consume more from each other? How can we build each other up where we have weaknesses or gaps? So do we have weaknesses in terms of management styles or certain particular skills that another woman can help with? I think it's really a question of networking and connecting and just opening those doors, opening those opportunities for women.
We need to make a decision to be active, not be passive, not just be observers of what we're facing, but come together and say, okay, we know that in numbers, there's the ability to make an impact, especially when we live in an age where our voice is so powerful. Social media is a platform that gives us such a strong voice that causes people to have to listen to that voice. So how can we start with a simple thing as our voice? We may not think we have the resources to make a difference. We may not think we have the position to make a difference. We may not think we have the network to make a difference. But how could we come together and with something just as simple as our voice?
As women, we need to support each other, come together, make the connection, and try to help the young people to achieve their goals, because I think the young people today are a little wayward, because I've been working in the schools and I've seen their behavior, their actions, and I think they really need a mentoring.
If we know that something is going on in their life or in their environment, we can offer a helping hand, because I think that a lot of women today, they see things and they turn a blind eye to it. Then when the situation increases, we sit back and we wonder, what have they been doing? Why can't anybody help them when you are there to offer assistance? And I think that once we start knowing how to care and share our responsibilities with each other, then Jamaica can be a better place.
We can also use the same social media as a positive mode to share what is actually happening in Jamaica. So the time that persons will spend to share and post a video of something negative, we can use that as a positive mode.
Be open about embracing the help from other women, because I find that women always find it challenging to accept that another woman is helping and not trying to destroy. So it's just about being open to the friendship from another woman and trust that it's for a better good.
How are you, Jay?
No, go to general, no school, no work, no nothing.
Yeah. Check this out. Maybe it can help you. That's what I go.
Are you between 18 and 24? Have you dropped out of school to look for work? Improve your chances by joining the National Service Corps. We will get you trained and certified and give you the start you need. This program has been designed to equip you with the core skills and support to succeed in the world of work. Grab your opportunity now. Apply for the National Service Corps program. Get trained, get certified, get ready for work. For more information, contact a Heart Trust NTA or National Youth Service office. Give a hug. Listen to their concerns. share a smile, and be a mentor to our youth. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has taken up that mission with its Acts of Random Kindness initiative dubbed ARC. Take a look.
So many times we sit and we talk and we say, hey, I would love for Jamaica to be this kind of place. But what are you really doing? What type of Jamaica do you want to see?
We're hoping to use ARC to teach Jamaica that it's not the thunder that grows the flower, it's the gentle rain. We want Jamaica to stop thundering for everything and start to put forth gentle rain, especially in the lives of our youth.
This gentle rain is the Acts of Random Kindness initiative being put forward by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the JCF, a program that inspires and encourages expressions of kindness.
Our project comes out of our youth empowerment and mentorship program, where we're teaching our youngsters to know themselves, to know their purpose, to understand that it is important to cultivate attitudes of kindness, gratitude, and respect, as well as to put themselves on a good destiny, a life path.
The Youth Empowerment and Mentorship Program uses the iPad Summer Camp to teach resilience and social skills to children from at-risk communities.
If we can show you an act of kindness when you were young, if you were to reciprocate this act of kindness to somebody else, what a wonderful Jamaica this could be.
We saw a youth leader in the camp who decided to take responsibility for the lack of a belt on one of his team's part and said, you know what, you have my belt and I will then take the responsibility for the consequences. It's like an evolution and a revolution all at once, because they made revolutionary changes to their behaviors as opposed to when they just came on day one, day two, and you could start to see them evolving into being kind and gentler youth.
Action means identity, purpose, attitude, and destiny. So with the attitude, you have I'll show respect, kindness, and gratitude. It's important because most youths are growing up in very disturbing societies where a level of kindness and love isn't shown. So the camp actually gives us that love that is missing from our lives and help us to reflect this on others as well.
We want our youth to do tangible acts of random kindness, to be kindness ambassadors in their schools and communities. This will in turn raise the awareness in adults that they too should be agents of change.
We are challenging Jamaica to engage in a very self-conscious way in acts of random kindness amongst adults and towards our children. We want you to think kind, Jamaica. We want you to act kind. We want you to be kind.
I am ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You have to have kindness in your heart. You have to be compassionate towards people. Some persons really need it. A little act of kindness sometimes motivates somebody else.
So we want our youngsters at school, at home, and at play to think kind, act kind, and be kind. It is a message that needs to be self-conscious.
We are inviting you, youth, adults, business places, to take up your link in the chain and bring this initiative to life. Respond with smiles, hugs, positive affirmations, and acts of kindness to transform relationships in homes, schools, the workplace. Transform relationships right across Jamaica.
If we want a kinder, gentler Jamaica, where all of us want to live, work, and raise family, it is important that each and every one of us start to think about the words that we speak to our children. Start with a kind word. Start by giving a smile and saying good day. Start by saying thank you. Start by giving a hug. Where you can, be a mentor. Just listen to their concern. Show that you have some degree of understanding and empathy.
Be conscious, be aware. The cost to being kind is a state of mind.
The Citizen Security and Justice Program 3, transforming lives through social intervention, offering crime and violence prevention services to youth ages 17 to 30 years old in 50 vulnerable and volatile communities across 8 parishes. Facilitating social development through positive behavior change, allowing youth to discover their self-worth and achieve their full potential. Taking justice services to the community and building values of mutual respect and conflict resolution. The CSJP is helping communities to manage their affairs as Jamaica moves to become the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business.
The Jamaica Social Investment Fund is one of those entities that are improving the lives of Jamaicans. Today we look back at some of the work done by the organization this past year.
The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight.
A pillar of Jamaica's development plan, Vision 2030, points to the need for access to quality education. The Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, continues to make significant contributions to the education sector in Jamaica. They have been effectively mobilizing resources from the CDB Basic Needs Trust Fund, EU Poverty Reduction Program, and the Petro-Caribbean Development Fund, with the aim of improving learning environments. JSIF has successfully completed phases 7 and 8 of the CDB Basic Needs Trust Fund BNTF project. One of the components of the project was to support the expansion and rehabilitation of 9 primary schools across Jamaica from the shift system, as well as to reduce overcrowding in some schools. The Mandeville Primary and Junior High and the Christian and Moravian Primary Schools in Manchester were 2 of the beneficiaries.
Mandeville Primary and Junior High, we transitioned September 1, 2017 into the whole day operation from the shift system. JSIF has been an integral part of the transition in providing us with 12 new classrooms and also with a sanitation system.
Before the Jamaica Social Investment Fund intervened, Christian and Moravian Primary and Infant School was bursting at the seam. We had an enrollment of over 1,000 students with very little space in which to accommodate them. Since the JSIF intervention, we have received 10 new classroom blocks, fully furnished. There was also a rehabilitation component to the project. Our block was rehabilitated, the bathroom facilities were improved. It has boosted the morale of staff, of students, of parents and guardians and other stakeholders.
Silver and gold will vanish away, but a good education will never decay.
In 2009, the Ministry of Health indicated that 235 primary and junior high schools were using unsafe, unhygienic pit latrines. JSIF, through the Petro-Caribbean Development Fund, embarked on removing these outdated facilities. This initiative has since led to the construction of 51 sanitation blocks in primary and junior high schools with over 20,000 beneficiaries.
JSIF has undertaken a huge initiative here. Prior to 2015, we were using pit latrines, and since June of 2015, we can now safely say we are boasting the use of modern toilet facilities.
The bathrooms is very messy. It was terrifying when there wasn't any pipes at the pit latrine, because sometimes when we were coming up from using bathroom, some persons forgot to wash their hands because there wasn't any water. I was glad because it was nearer to the classroom. We have running water. It was more cleaner. It was more comfortable on the toilets. I have more privacy.
Parents would have expressed concern they don't want their children to be coming here to be using pit latrines, but with the new bathroom facilities, we have had an outpour of students coming here. Over 92 students. Prior to we had 65, and the number is growing.
Do all the good you can to all the people you can, in all the ways you can, just as long as you can.
The JSIF Poverty Reduction Program, PRP, in partnership with the Community Renewal Program funded by the European Union, took on a 48-month project targeting economically marginalized individuals, costing over 1.9 billion Jamaican dollars. The project's objectives are to promote growth through education by improving early childhood institutions, aiding entrepreneurial development, and providing internships, workshops, skills training, as well as tertiary and vocational scholarships.
I got the JSIF scholarship in my final year at the University of the West Indies in 2015 while pursuing a degree in marine biology and psychology. In my final year, I actually had applied for a student loan, but in receiving the scholarship, it covered my entire school fee, and as such, I was really elated, and I actually sent back the money that I had gotten from student loans.
The Jamaica Social Investment Fund has been a major player in the implementation of several possibility projects across Jamaica.
Thank you, JSIF and the CDB.
Thank you, JSIF and the Petro-Caribbean Development Fund.
Thanks to the JSIF PRP program, I really appreciate the scholarship. It helped me in many, many ways.
JSIF, investing for community development.
Jamaicans are honored yearly for their years of service, contribution to development, and even bravery. Not too long from now, in just over a month, a new group of honorees will be justly recognized by a grateful nation. As they wait to take their place in history, today we revisit with some past awardees.
Each year in October, Heroes Day to be exact, persons from various career and professional fields are given recognition by the government for their service and contribution to Jamaica. These are individuals who've made a meaningful and significant impact on national life. For the recipients, it's usually a humbling occasion. And on that special day, family and friends are eager to share in the celebration. We look back at some of those moments from 2015.
Professor Leah Riney, the first woman to become both Deputy Principal 1996 to 2002 and Principal 2006 to 2007 at the University of the West Indies, Mona. She has shown a strong commitment to public service in the field of education.
I'm very honored, of course, and excited and pleased and proud and all the positive things that you could imagine. I think that when I reflect, when I started out in teaching, I never really expected that anything like this would happen, and you don't really work for a reward. The work itself is a reward.
Professor Graham Roger Surgeon for sterling contribution to sickle cell research in Jamaica and worldwide.
It's very nice to see the work on sickle cell disease recognised. I think what is important to realise, and obviously the Jamaican government does realise this, is the tremendous contribution that the small island of Jamaica has made to the worldwide management of sickle cell disease.
Through his 37 years of work at the Sickle Cell Unit at the University of the West Indies Mona campus, he's made such a difference in the lives of many of those afflicted with the disease.
This is a tribute to our patients, but also to the suitability of Jamaica as an island for long-term studies of the disease.
National awards is important, yes? Because it basically recognizes people that are doing work or being exceptional in whatever field or whatever role they play in a society. It's good to be appreciated and recognized whatever it is you do. Especially people who like go above and beyond with regards to the medical field, the security field.
The Medal of Honor for Gallantry, the Jamaica Defence Force. Staff Sergeant Orion Orlando Archett on Saturday, 9th of May, at approximately 1 p.m. Whilst in the vicinity of Craig Hill, Staff Sergeant Archett noticed a large fire advancing towards several houses in Lower Craig Hill. Without any consideration for his own safety, immediately marshaled some bystanders and sought to navigate the steep and treacherous terrain amidst the flames to rescue the trapped residents.
With all of these issues, leadership comes into play, and it is ideally important that amidst all the chaos, somebody must be there to mobilize persons who are willing to effect the job at hand. I must give credit to my former commanding officer, because that's Colonel Jamie Ogilvie. And it is something that he would instill in the men and women under his command, that duty first, duty to human being is important. So this is something that is cultured and inbred in my unit.
For outstanding service in the field of media and communications. Honorable Mrs. Justice Marjorie Sidoni Cole-Smith for distinguished service to the judiciary and the legal profession.
I feel very proud to know that my country has recognized me for my years of service, which is over 50 years.
It's very humbling. You go out to work and try to do your best all the time, and then to be recognized nationally for it is a very humbling position to be in. But it's also very rewarding for the profession, because I see this more as something recognizing the media and the role that we play.
Mr. George Michael Michael Henry. Mrs. Novlin Hilaire Williams Mills. Mr. Joseph Brian Hobbs for over 30 years service to Jamaica through the Farm Work and Hotel program.
I feel very privileged and honored to get this award. Like I said, I wouldn't be here today getting this award if it wasn't part of those Jamaican farm workers. They were a major part of that.
You know, it's a good thing, because it's what you really merit. You really, get.
It means so much to me for my country to recognize what I've been doing all these years, and for them to, give me this award. It means so much to me.
Thanks for watching another edition of Jamaica Magazine. Do join us again tomorrow and we'll do this all over again. Send your feedback on today's show to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm. Also, follow us on our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, Twitter. Download our app on your Apple and Android devices. You can also visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for more information. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.